Today we will be able to build larger fractions from copies of unit fractions. These rods are called Cuisenaire rods. Students are introduced to this math manipulative for various math lessons. Today we will use them to represent fractions. To start off, let's look at this brown rod and consider it our whole. I can look through the various rods to discover which piece is equal to 1/2 of my whole. As I see, the purple rod is 1/2 of my whole. It takes 2 purple rods to cover my whole. The first purple rod is 1/2, and the second purple rod is also 1/2. When I combine each of the 1/2 pieces, I have 2 halves, the size of one whole. Let's use the brown rod again to represent our whole. If I want to partition the brown rod into 4 equal pieces, I can use the red rods. If I line up the red rods, I can see 1 1/4, 2 1/4, 3 1/4, and 4 1/4. And I can even add 5 1/4. When we count the rods, we can touch them to help us visually see each part of the whole. For example, the first piece is 1 1/4. When I combine it with the second piece, I have 2/4. When combined with the third, I have 3/4. When combined with the fourth, I have 4/4 and 5/4. The fractions 1/4, 2/4, and 3/4 are less than the whole. The fraction 5/4 is greater than 1 whole. Our next problem will be a bit different. Our whole will consist of combining 2 rods together. When I combine the orange rod with the red rod, I will make my whole for the next problem. I can look through my rods to find what I can use to represent halves, thirds, fourths, and sixths. As I look through, I notice my dark green rod represents 1/2. And if I continue to look, I notice my light green rod is 1/4 of my whole because it can fit equally 4 times and partition the whole into 4 equal pieces. If I had only 3 of the light green rods, I would only have 3/4 of my whole. If I look at my purple rods, I can partition my whole into 3 equal parts. 1, 2, 3. Each piece represents 1/3 of my whole. The first piece combined with the second piece is 2/3, and the third piece is 3/3. I can think to myself, what could be 1/2 of the third piece to find my sixth? If I line up my reds, I'm able to see that 2 red rods make 1/3, and I continue to line them up to find what they are in comparison to my whole. 6 red rods make my whole, each piece representing 1/6 of my whole. I have 1/6. When I combine it with the second, I have 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6, and 6/6. Today, our objective was to build fractions greater than 1 unit fraction. As we use the rods to partition our whole into fractional parts, we are able to name and display fractions greater than 1 unit fraction.